Leo, good morning. Welcome to this general Sun Moon Rising reading. It's a pleasure to be here. Just going to give the cards a few shuffles while I speak. Cross watchers, new viewers, you're all very, very welcome. If you do happen to like my videos, okay, and you would like a personal reading, just use the email in the description box below. I'll be more than happy to send you the information. Also, even if you don't want to book a reading, I would appreciate it, please, to protect yourselves. There's a little bit in there about scammers. Okay, so just be wary of that. Because I am aware that there is somebody has taken my channel and managed to put it on another social media platform, which I have no affiliation for. Okay, it looks very convincing. It is not me. Okay, please be careful, but I would appreciate you read that anyway. Okay, whether you want to book a reading or not, it's to protect yourselves. Okay, what's going on for you? The situation. All right, you've got a very, very slow approach. There is kind of a very, well, there's a bit of procrastination here. Somebody, either you or the person you're dealing with, is very slow in making a decision on whether to give up their lifestyle. Or I'm getting this is more you. Okay, it's a very emotional decision. That hangman is very emotional. It's Pisces energy. Okay, there's a bit of a hot and cold thing here going on. There's a swirl of emotions, and it's a very, very slow approach. It's basically, what do you want to commit yourself to? You could be choosing between work and a relationship. You could be choosing between two relationships. You may be thinking about leaving a long-term connection. Whatever the circumstances, whether you're married, single, dating, or whatever, this is kind of like, what do you feel like you're capable of giving up to pursue this opportunity? For some of you, it's a great work opportunity. Okay. But even in relationships, it's kind of like things just got real here. The hangman's all about making small sacrifices, giving up lifestyles, changes of attitude, flexible thinking. For one of you, there is a relationship here that does have a lot of boundaries, and it is kind of very intermittent. You know, meeting then parting, meeting then parting, messages then no messages. It's very intermittent, very erratic. Okay, for some of you, the challenge is the patience, the resilience to take this relationship in a different direction. Patience is a big thing here. Ooh. Kind of getting a lot of you do feel you would be happier elsewhere, but it's all the practical stuff as well that's involved. There's a very, very nervous approach to making a commitment or making a very emotional decision here. You're going to need a lot of strength and courage, and with that strength card there, Leo energy, it's once decisions made, it's going to be very difficult to backtrack, and you're going to need a lot of strength and energy, persistence to pursue this. You are faced with a choice. You view this connection as very strong, but there's a juggling thing going on. Like I say, this could be with other people, children, work, but there's this juggling. There's I'm kind of getting you're in a situation now that to pursue this, to dedicate your time and energy, it would mean making a choice. Okay, it would mean stepping outside of familiarity, into the unknown. All right, there's a lot of thinking going on here with this Four of Swords. Okay, I'm getting here that there's a lot. This is kind of also the unknown energy. It's your person is having a lot to deal with. They're trying to make choices, okay, and they feel they're having to deal with a lot at this time, and it's it is a reluctance for them to, it's a big thing for them to make a decision. Right. You, however, are also faced with the choice of two very different people. You've got the King of Pentacles here, the King of Wands. So this is kind of could be a work relationship thing going on. But this is also about a choice between your stability, your home life, your comfort zone, and something that's very exciting, like adventure. Woo, very new, very charismatic. So it's basically deciding, you know, between being very practical and stable and being very exciting and taking a risk. Ooh. There's a choice of two very, very different situations here. One reliable, slow, plodding. The other very, very exciting, but can be very risky. Ooh. So it's a bit like a karmic risk assessment here. I mean, how do they view the situation? How do they? Well, they've got a very, very slow approach, very controlled. But they do see you as a soulmate. You see them as a soulmate. You really have this desire to be together. But this person wants to take things forward when they're ready, when they feel it's the right time. Ooh. The moment they feel they're taking a huge risk, they're already carrying a lot of responsibility. You know, they're taking a very, very step by step approach. It's very slow moving. Mm. What else is going on? Could be some legal issues tied in with this, obligations, but it's learning what to do and not what to do. This Three of Pentacles. I'm kind of getting there's been mistakes made in the past and taking that experience. This is all about cooperation, not just with the person you're directly dealing with, okay, but this is also with the legal system, because there could be travel here. There you could be seeking divorce, or somebody's seeking divorce. But with that Justice card, right, the big advice from the universe is make decisions with extreme caution. That's all it says. Okay. Because the Justice card does carry consequences. But with the Three of Pentacles, it's learning to work with everybody involved. This includes people in authority as well. Like I say, with regards to transport, travel, distance, property, obligations to children, obligations to family, work. It's kind of like a very cooperative thing. All right. It's not a question. I feel that a lot of you don't want to just jump straight in. You kind of want to take a middle of the road and dealing with the problems as and when they appear. With the Aquarius card there, the Star card. Okay, I've got several different energies here. I've got Leo, Libra, Pisces energy with emotional decisions. I've got Aquarius here. I've got Aries here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There's a lot of them big mixture of energies here. It's like a big pot of ingredients going on here. This is saying to me it's quite complicated. But that Star card there, it's kind of like, you know, going forward and doing what comes naturally, what rather than self-sabotaging, just being you. But there is a major decision here. It's kind of taking a step-by-step approach, sorting all the complications out with everything. This kind of the energy between you is this Knight of Wands, this Judgment card, Scorpio energy. So I'm getting by the end of the year, some of you will be booking transport, some of you will be dealing with travel, whether this is temporary leading to permanent or whether this is a permanent move. It's kind of like to be with the one you want to be with. At the moment, this person just wants to have the, take the relationship, not with a pinch of salt, but just wants to have fun. They're, like I say, they're having to deal with a lot, and they just want to have fun. It's like a relief valve. It doesn't mean you're a scapegoat or anything. It just means that, the problems between you two that can be solved quickly, fine, but there are some problems and energies to deal with that's going to take time. Okay, and it's a kind of a question of learning to be patient while the right timing. There's definitely some attraction here. Ace of Cups, Six of Swords. It does mean travel. It also means things calming down mentally. Okay, I'm kind of getting here this energy of lying low while the storm passes. Ooh, take that however it sits with you. All right. But I'm seeing some refined communication. I'm seeing some direct communication, perhaps convincing communication, overcoming this pessimism. This is discussing things that work on a practical level and things that don't actually work or are not practical. Basically, it's going to take a while to sort out, if you want to pursue it, of course. That's it for today. Take care.